I'm gonna say this: stop. You have to stop worrying about what other people got. You have to use what you got. It was this dude. His name was T. Hattie Thor Haddon. He was a Christian artist, but he had this song one time, and it went so hard. It was called "Use What You Got," and in the song he talked about he lost his keyboard. He had to sell it to pay bills. You know, po people shit. You know what I mean? And he went home. He was depressed because he didn't have a way to make music. So old boy Thor, T. Hattie, he could sing. So he said, I gotta use what I got. So he started making music like we all do in the beginning. He started banging on the desk. Boom, 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 boom. They recorded that, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. You got that going. Then he started humming backgrounds. Ha, 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 ha. You know, like, and he made a beat with his voice. Then he wrote a song about using your resources, using what you have. I love the story. I love the story of David and Goliath, right? The reason I love that story so much is because you have a impossible situation. You have something that seems like an impossible situation. But the biggest principle I take away from that is that David, he wasn't good at using the sword. He didn't have armor. He wasn't big. He wasn't strong. He used what he had. He mastered what he had. He took his ability and he maximized it. He squeezed everything he could get out of his ability. That's with the slingshot. You know what I mean? And some of us, we may look at our gifts and our abilities and what we do have, and we don't utilize them because we're so busy focused on what the next man have, what the next man is doing, how tall they are, they dick size, they mouthpiece, how much money they got, instead of taking what we have and developing it to the maximum. I see that a lot with men. And it's like, men, you have to take responsibility. You have to take responsibility of what you got. I don't want to hear about what they had, right? I don't want to hear about how much money they got. I don't want to hear anything about what they have. What do you have? What do you have currently? And are you maximizing it? Are you working on it? Are you being the best version of what you have? Are you taking that 50 cent, you taking that dollar and you making $1.50? Hey, if you take that $1.50 and you make $2 with it, homie, you done came up. I applaud that. That's better than somebody taking a million and making a million 100, right? You took what you had and you maximized it. So stop looking at you. Here's the thing. When you look at other people and what they do and what they got, and you use that as an excuse, what you're doing is you're letting yourself off the hook. Now you don't have to be accountable for what you have. So stop that. Stop looking at what the next man got. You know what I mean? That comes as far as women. That comes with the things that attract women. That comes with your career. That comes with everything that you have, everything that you do. Stop looking at the next man. Worry about what you got. Worry about what you doing. Worry about what you have control of. You have control of what you have. You don't got control of what the next nigga got. You don't got control on the resources the resources that God bless you with. He gave you what he gave you. If you believe in God, you got the hand that you was dealt. So you gotta take that hand. You gotta play it to the best of your ability to get a fire ass outcome for what you got. You know what I mean? I heard somebody, and it may have been Master P. He said it's not about where you from, it's about how far you come, right? Now I seen a lot of movies, and I saw one. It was called like Beast of No Nation. It was like an African movie or something like that, right? And this little boy, he had went through a whole traumatic experience, getting shot up. His people. He was a child soldier, raping people, doing all that stuff, right? And he finally escaped to America. Had to overcome tremendous odds. Now you may see this dude and he may work at a barista Or he may work at Walmart. You may look at him and be like, man, this dude is he's not accomplishing much. But look at where he came from. Look at what he had to overcome. They made a movie about his life, not yours, because how much he had to overcome. So you know, everybody don't have to be, everybody don't have to be Hugh Hefner. Everybody is not Bill Gates. Everybody is not. But what are you doing with what you got? At the end of the day, that's all the universe can judge you for, is what you've done with what you got. Anyway, Lapo's Logic. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I love y'all.